The headlines are screaming. Donald Trump has just launched what some are calling the biggest tariff attack in history on India. We are talking about a whopping 50% tariff on Indian goods. To put that in perspective, that's more than double the tariffs he imposed on Pakistan and even higher than those on Myanmar. The message is clear. Trump is putting immense pressure on India. But why? What's the end game? For the past 2 decades, the US and India have been on a path of increasing partnership. President after president, from George Bush to Barack Obama and Joe Biden, have worked to strengthen this relationship, building trust and economic ties. Even during Trump's first term, things were relatively stable. But now, it's as if all that progress has been wiped clean. This isn't just about trade numbers. Geopolitical experts are openly saying that this move has destroyed the trust between the two countries, a trust that took over 20 years to build. Even if a new trade deal is eventually reached, the act for hostility will leave a lasting scar. So, what's really going on here? First, Trump wants access to India's massive agricultural market. He wants to reduce the share of Indian farmers in their own market and flood it with American agricultural products. Think about it. A country with a population of over 1 billion people is a goldmine for foreign explorer. The US want a piece of that pie. They believe that by imposing this tariff, they can pressure India into opening up its agricultural sector. The second reason is all about geopolitics. Trump is trying to use India as a leverage to pressure Russia. Specifically, he wants India to convince Russian President Vladimir Putin to agree to a ceasefire in the Ukraine war. He is essentially saying, do what I ask or face the economic consequences. But India isn't backing down. We have seen a strong response from India's leadership, particularly from Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In a recent speech, he made it clear India will not compromise on the interests of its farmers, fishermen, and cattle ranchers. He acknowledged that the decisions might come at a personal cost, but he is prepared to pay it off for the sake of the country. This tells us that India isn't willing to open its agricultural market to US companies, fearing that American brands, backed by giants like Amazon and Walmart, could overwhelm the local market and hurt Indian farmers. Now, you might be asking, why is Trump doing this in India too fast? And not China. After all, China buys more Russian oil than India does. This is where it gets interesting. Trump says he will impose similar tariff on China soon, but the order of operation here is a big blunder. By targeting India first, he risks pushing India further away and potentially into the arm of his rival, China. Think about the long-term consequences. Trump risks losing 20 years of diplomatic progress with India. He gets no access to the agricultural market, no ceasefire in Ukraine, and he pushes India closer to China. This could lead to India reducing its participation in groups like the Quad, a key alliance for the US in the Indo-Pacific. In fact, Prime Minister Modi is expected to visit China this year for the first time in 7 years. This meeting will lead to significant development in the India-China relationship, leaving the US wondering what they've gained from all this. And to add another twist, Pakistan's Army Chief Asim Munir is making his second visit to the US in 2 months with a potential meeting with Donald Trump. This move sends a clear message to India that the US is willing to exploit the strain in India-Pakistan relationship. While Pakistan's economy is a drop in the ocean compared to India's, Trump is using these visits to signal that Pakistan is now a more important partner to the US. So, what can we expect next? The situation is tense. The US order specifically targets India for its Russian oil imports, and it warned that if India retaliates with its own tariff, the US will escalate its tariff even further. It's a classic Trump negotiation tactic, a high classic stakes game of chicken. This question is, will it back down, or will the tariff remain for months or even a year, causing serious harm to the Indian economy? So, what do you think about it, Trump's moves? Do you believe India should have compromised? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this development story.